Okay, welcome to another video tutorial. In this series, this is the first of two videos. I'll be teaching you how to create a slides template. Okay, as you can see, I'm in my root folder of my drive. All my template documents I store inside lesson planning templates, and I've created some more folders in here for various templates. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to create a new blank slides document. Now I can either just hit new, Google slide, blank presentation, or right mouse click, whichever feels most comfortable for you. First thing I always do is name the document. So slides template, darker theme. Okay, so when you create a new blank document, it opens like this, and all the different layouts, if you right mouse click, you can select from all these different layouts. These all come as default, but we're going to replace those. We're going to get rid of those. So I'm going to right mouse click and delete the default layout. I'm going to turn off the themes because we're going to actually create our own. There's nothing wrong with themes. They speed up the process of making slide documents, but they are quite generic. So I'm going to close that. Then I'm going to go into slide, edit master. Now these all come as default, and as I said, these layouts are all there to help speed up the process of making a slides presentation, but these are all pretty dull, pretty boring, so I want to delete them. So I've left mouse clicked the top layout, and I'm going to scroll down with my mouse wheel and hit shift on the keyboard, left mouse click. Now they're all selected, and I'm going to hit delete on the keyboard. Okay, I've deleted all the default layouts. I'm now going to go click on the master. I'm going to click and drag, select these two text boxes, and I'm going to delete them. So we've now got effectively a blank canvas. Now one of the things that I want to do with this particular template is add like a frosty textured effect over the top of any background images that I place on the slides. You'll understand this in the second video when you start seeing the images coming in. But basically, to do that, I want to insert a shape. Oh, I must tell you quickly, it's always good practice to name the slides or the layouts. Now the master slide here is basically anything that I put on this slide will automatically be added to all of the different layouts. So as I said, I want to add a shape, okay, a simple rectangle, click and drag. Now I want to set some, I want it to fill the entire page. Oh, by the way as well, it may or may not be the case, but you might see this hash symbol down here. All that is the page number, which you can insert up here, the slide number. So on this particular slide, I want to remove that. So anyway, I'm going to select my box, my rectangle, go to format options, and I'm going to start setting the size and position. Now I want the rectangle to fit across the entire slide, so I need to make it 25.4 wide by 14.3 high, and I need to set it to position top left 0, 0. Okay, now I want to change the background color. By default it's this kind of light grey color. I'm going to go up here, gradient, custom. I'm going to keep it linear 90 degrees, which is basically going from dark vertically up to light. Now you'll notice that this left hand color is selected. It's got this kind of fuzzy around it. Now to change this color, I click the blob here, go to custom. Now I know the color reference. I'm going to put a hexadecimal reference in here, so 586A6F86. Now what that basically means is the first two digits are the amount of red, the second two digits is the amount of blue, the third set of two digits is the amount of green, and then the last two denotes its transparency. Now I'm going to left mouse click the right hand color. I'm going to change that to custom 162326 AB. That's the darker of the two colours. Okay, cool. So what I want to do now is create a new layout. So I'm just going to click here and add new layout. As you can see, it's copied whatever's on the master is on the layout. So now there's this frosty. So anyway, I want to add some interest to the page, make it look a bit nicer. Now I'm going to do that just by adding some simple shapes. Click and drag. I'm going to have a rectangle over here, here, and then one along the bottom. Now you'll notice that there's this outline here. I want to remove that outline. Now the way to do that in slides is to go border color transparent. Okay. Now I want to set the size of this box to 2.6 by 0.4, and I want to position it at 0 on the left and 7.2 down from the top, and I want to set the color of this rectangle to 173039 CF. This is kind of CF, kind of a dark, I don't know, it's taupe, is that the colour? I want to create another one of these, so I'm just going to go edit, copy, edit, paste. A quicker way is to Control C, Control V. I'm going to move it over to the far right hand side, change the size of this one to 5.9, same height, but this time I want position 19.5 and 11.5. Okay, now we're done. One more box, Control C, Control V. This one's going to sit along the bottom. This is going to be 25.4 wide by 0.6 high, and it's going to sit at position 0 by, let's check my notes, 13.7. And the colour of this one is going to be, it's a grey colour. Okay, it's OC343DFF. Oh, I lied, it's not grey, it's blue again. Okay, so now what I want to do is add some placeholder text. That's basically the box that appears when you create a new slide that you just simply click on and start typing. Now that lives in here. Insert placeholder, title placeholder. So just click and drag. Now this is going to be 19.55 by 5, and it's going to sit at position 2.93 by 5.82. Okay, it's going to be Arial 60 point. It's going to be centered horizontally. Vertically it's going to sit at the top, and the text color is going to be A2 C4 C9. Okay, so it's kind of like greeny grey. I'm now going to insert a subtitle, which is going to go here. You can sort of see this line here basically picks up across the top here. This one is going to pick up here. So the size of this box is going to be 12.72 by 2, and it's going to be at position 6.34 by 11.13. Okay, and the text is going to be Arial 14, which it already is. It's going to be centered at the top, and it's going to be color 45818E. Okay, now you might think it's a bit light, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the background colour of this particular layout and slide. So I'm going to go background, custom colour, and the custom colour is 245 E71FF. Done. Oh, much nicer. Now I'm going to rename this layout title slide. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is create another layout, and this one is where the content is going to be. So I'm going to right mouse click, duplicate layout, rename it to limited content, and I'm going to start by deleting these placeholders, and now I'm going to start modifying and adding, well, modifying the boxes that I have. So this box here, I'm going to select it, I'm going to change the size to 10 by 14.3, and I'm going to set the position to 0, 0. Whoops. 0, 0. I don't know what I was doing there. And I'm going to change the colour to a grey colour, which is 434343 ED. Interestingly, if you have equal amounts of red, green and blue, you always end up with a grey. Okay. Now I'm going to change the colour of the bottom box to a light grey, which is 999999FF. Okay. Now this box here, the box on the right, I'm going to set to 15 by 13.3, and I'm going to put a position 10.2 by 0.2, and I'm going to set the colour to FF to 5. So it's light grey, transparent. Okay, now what I want to do is add a box up here where I'm going to put the page number or the slide number. So it doesn't matter which box I duplicate. Control C, Control V. I'm going to set the size of this to 1.5 by 1.5, and I'm going to put it in position 23.9 by 0. And I'm going to set the colour of this box, rectangle, to 173039 CF. Okay, so now what I want to do is place the slide number in this box up in the top right hand corner. So I'm going to go Insert Slide Numbers, tick that, apply. Now you'll see that it's appeared down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to format this box. So the box is going to be 1.25 by 1.25, and it's going to sit at position 24.02 by 0.1. Now the text itself is going to be centered horizontally, sit in the middle of the box. It's going to be Arial, to make sure the text is highlighted, Arial 18, and it's going to be colour 134 F5C, F5C. Okay, subtle, but you can still see it. So all I need to do now is add some placeholder text where we can start typing. Insert placeholder title. It's going to sit roughly up here. Now I'm going to format it 8.4 wide by 1.3 high, and it's going to set at position 0.8 by 0.8. Okay, it's going to sit left bottom. It's going to be Arial 14, and it's going to be color D0 E0 E3. Okay, now one last little thing is that I want to reduce this sort of gap between the text and the bottom of the box. So I'm going to go into text fitting, scroll down, and set the bottom to 0.05. You can see what's happened. It's just moved the text slightly closer to the bottom of the actual box. Okay, now I just need to add some text or a placeholder for some body text. Similar deal. I'm going to create the box, format the box. It's going to be 8.4, same width, by 10 high. It's going to sit at position 0.8, 2.3. It's going to be Arial 12. So what I need to do is, if I click inside the box and go Control A, it selects all of the text. I want it to be left aligned, and I want it to sit at the top. And I want the color to be A2, C4, C9. Okay, and I actually want the font to be 12. Okay, I think, oh, one last thing. In the same way that we move the text down, I think I'd like to make the text at the top slightly closer, 0.05. There you go. Okay, I think that slide is now done. So I'm now going to duplicate this layout, and I'm going to call this one full content. I'm going to click OK. Now all I'm going to do on this slide is remove, so select and delete that box, and I'm going to make this one just slightly bigger. So come up to the right. The width of this box is going to be 25, and it's going to sit at position 0.2. So you can kind of see what I've done. It's the same slide, but I've just removed the grey text. We're nearly there. I've only got one more thing to do, which is just to add a blank layout, which is exactly the same as the master, just in case you want to, I don't know, put loads of pictures on a particular slide or whatever, i.e. with no text. So all I do is just insert new layout, call it blank layout, click OK. Right, we're now done. In the second video, what I'll do is I'll show you how to use this. Basically, when we click this left-hand part of the screen here, which has got nothing there because we've actually got no slides in the presentation, but if we click here, it takes us out of master slide, and then if we just click the screen, it creates a blank layout or slide. Now by default, it's the last slide we just created in the master slide area, which is the blank layout. But let's prepare ourselves for the next video, and let's change that to title slide. So anyway, as I said, in the next video, what I'll do is I'll show you how to start adding content to this and start putting together your presentation. Okay, thanks for watching.